Hi, back again. Okay, so I took a break on my shoulder. It's not feeling quite as horrible anymore. So I'm back to restore. Um, oh, the corner's bent. Oh, but my favorite piece, this one right here. There we go. And my dad actually compared this one to the Starry Night Sky from Van Gogh. If Pablo Picasso had gotten a hold of it during his blue period, which I have loved that comparison ever since. Obviously, this is in dry material versus wet, which is what they used, but I absolutely fell in love with that, description, and I say it all the time. So, I call it my blue swirls. Um, that's the title, my blue swirls, because they're mine, and I love them. So, alright, let's go ahead and get them back to looking like they were used to. What happened on this one is that someone laid one of my red drawings on top of this one, so there is transfer of the red pigment. Most unfortunately, it's not smeared into it, it was just pressed. So you see this um, pattern almost of this red, and it's across the entire thing, which is very, very unfortunate. So what I'm going to try to do to restore it is um, smudge it a little bit, see how that works on like a portion over here in the corner, and then if that doesn't work, then I'll have to honestly redo a whole layer of blue across the whole thing, which is not going to be fun, because I'll have to be very careful to keep its previous integrity intact, and yet get rid of the red. Alright, so let's get to work! Alright. So here's the core over here. I'm going to try to just rub it. And now, what happened when I did that is it took off some of the blue to actually see through to the paper underneath. So I'm wondering if I press lighter. Yeah, it's just taking it off. Alright. So it's making the red less noticeable whenever I do that. So it looks like I'm going to do that for the whole thing, but I have to do it in the motion of the swirls, otherwise it'll affect how it looks. So I'm just doing this lightly, and then what I'm going to do after is go over it with blue. And again, I'll focus on putting in highlights and lowlights and the bare patches, for me having to put the red on there, or smudge the red off of there, more like it. And when you see when I'm doing this motion, I'm rubbing the pigment from my fingertips to the palm of my hand, um, so that it doesn't build up on my fingertips. Looks like that's about as good as I'm going to be able to get it. So let's see. This is one of the blues that I used the most, so I'm going to start with this, because it was more of a base that I used. I drew this one. I remember it vividly. So the first one that I did, see, I'm gonna move it off that stop recording button. But I did it while at my school library. This is when I was going to school for nursing and, you know, doing things the right way. And I couldn't resist, you know, drawing for a bit. It's one of those moments that you know that you're traveling down the path that you know you're not supposed to. Like, nursing is a good path, don't get me wrong. Good job, good stable career, you know, if you can hack it. Which I believe I could, but it's just not what I was meant to do. Alright. So what I'm going to do right now is, remember how last time in the last video I just did all of the different colors, then I smudged them. But this time, because I'm using that first blue as more of a base color, and then I'll put lowlights and highlights on top of that to create this contrast fluid movement of, you know, almost like a sky, like the wind or the clouds, something like that. Which is what I was originally going for when I did this. I'm actually going to go through and just smear it all in. And you can still actually see the other highlights and lowlights. I haven't completely covered them up. I just went over the biggest rough patches. And as you're probably noticing, I'm not wiping my finger after each swipe, or even every other swipe. Because, as I said, this is a base coat. This isn't, I'm not looking to get the final product after this. I'm not here, I'm just trying to get the edges covered. Alright, now I'm just going to tap it off, get the residue. Alright, so next I'm going to do the low lights. And I'm doing this with several different blues to get a diverse feeling, not just having 3 different colors I'm using, you know, one for the low light, one for the base, and one for the highlight. The low lights, honestly, help define the shape of each swirl. Kind of gives it that overall feeling of where they are. That. This one has a bit more purple in it. Same this one right here. See, it's another light in there, right there. I'm just stretching it up, my shoulder out a little bit. Alright, there we go. Just kind of adding in those extra lines to really enhance the moving feeling. Thankfully, I'm not seeing a whole lot of the red still showing through. A little bit here and there, but not nearly as much as it was before. And I'm gradually getting lighter colors every time I pick up a new one. That way, it's progressively getting to that lighter side. This one, actually, I'm not going to use a whole lot of. Just a little bit here and there to enhance it, give it some diversity. A little bit of contrast. I'm actually pushing kind of hard on the paper, because the harder I push on it, the smoother it's going to get. That's also what's causing my arm to hurt. Is this right here. Let me tap it off. Alright. Now next I'm going to use, this is really, really light blue that I actually adore. And then I'm going to use this for all of my highlights. I might use a little bit of the white actually, if I need to, but this will be my main highlight right here. It's very, very smooth, and it blends in, and it doesn't always look like the same color wherever I use it. It kind of picks up all the other colors with it, and it doesn't stay true to its own color, which is kind of why I love it so much. It's really weird doing this and not listening to music. Stupid copyright laws. There's this one painting that I'm going to end up doing probably within the next week or two. That's when I'm going to start doing it, and I won't be able to video while I'm painting it because there's a song I'll listen to while I'm painting it. So I guess I could just cut the sound out on it, but then I'm going to watch that. Might do it anyways, because kind of I've never seen myself paint or draw before, but I've been told I get this facial expression very, very intense. So I kind of want to see that, you know, that way I know what I look like. Alright, there she is. Back to being beautiful. There we go. And knock off some of the excess. Alright, see? It has all of her highlights and lowlights back to her my blue swirl. That's what she is. Very excited for her to be back to being beautiful. It would make me very, very sad when I discovered someone had put red drawing on top of, ooh, that's blue. Yeah. I'm all colorful, again, as per usual. It is what it is. So I'm going to go hop in the shower. Got work to go to at my real job. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comments on any drawings that you want to see me do. Honestly, any ideas, toss them out here, because I might actually do one day, and then I'll be able to say, oh, hey, this drawing's for you. So and I look forward to seeing what your ideas are. Alright, peace!